Great. The secret agent reappears. Strange lot, you Americans, I swear.
I have some fabulous new information on the Orphée case. A portrait of the killer. Here, look.
My God, I do not believe it. Let me warn Inspector Lebrun immediately.
Do you recognize him? Wait, do you know who he is? You.
Eloin? Jacques Eloin? It's impossible.
Eloin. The name rings a bell. If only I could see that vision again. Control that vision. If only...
The inspector would like to see you immediately.
Come in, dear sir, come in. Special Agent McPherson, American Secret Service. What do you want from us?
Secret agent is going a bit far. In fact, I'm a detective. A very discreet detective. You might think they're both the same thing, but I prefer to get things straight between us.
A private eye, huh? What do you want from us? I have no time to waste.
I don't have time to waste either, Inspector. I've got some news on the White case.
I am listening, McPherson. Go on, fire away.
I have a portrait of a suspect who may very well be the guilty party.
Where is this portrait from, McPherson?
In fact, it is your mysterious visitor. He was seen by witnesses. I drew this portrait from their descriptions.
And where did you find the witnesses, McPherson?
Taking statements is part of my work as a detective. Loosening tongues, looking in the right places, talking to the right people.
Interesting. Our work is very similar. There is just one problem, huh? You are interfering with our investigation, McPherson.
I am trying to help you, Inspector.
Okay, let's say I agree to work with you. What do you want to know?
The portrait. You say you know who it looks like. That means he's a known criminal. He has a record. Who is it?
Jacques Elouin. He's a private eye, an ex-cop. He lives in the 11th district, and he is in big trouble.
The White case. Why don't you give me more information? The public could help you, and you could use this portrait to officially issue a description of a wanted person.
You are very naive, Mr. McPherson. This man is incredibly dangerous. Our specialist, Dr. Kaufner, has informed us that the ritualistic nature of this murder could provoke severe psychosis in the mind of the public. Like in London at the turn of the century.
He's killed again? Who's dead?
Theo Mallet, the former doorman at the Orphée. Do you know him, Mr. McPherson?
I talked to him last night. It was he, Mallet. Mallet fled as I was showing him the portrait of the suspect.
What you are telling me only serves to prove his guilt. Now you have what you want. Make yourself scarce. I need to think. Goodbye, McPherson.
That's a rather large suitcase. Big enough to slip into.
Sir, aren't you on a case?
Ah, it is you again.
Thanks to you, I've been able to draw up a portrait of a potential suspect. It's not perfect, but I think that with this we are onto something. Now all we have to do is show it to the police.
That crafty devil with the mustache. Then he is the culprit.
Just 1 minute, Mr. Petit. I never said this man was guilty. I don't even know his name.
With those killer's eyes, there can be no mistake. Good. Well, if it's all right with you, I have a lot of work to do. Goodbye, sir.
That's a rather large suitcase. Big enough to slip into. I'm sure the front desk clerk will not like to see me going upstairs alone. Must find a ruse or persuade him to come up with me.
Macpherson, here again? You've got back your tit for life.
This time, Hulot, I think Mallet really has done something shady. Has he been back since that night?
Macpherson, you are wasting your time with Mallet. He has not been in the Alembic since... Anyway, I already told you he's a stand-up kind of guy. He paid me what he owed, and that is all I care about.
Hulot, you remember the guy who ran off the other night when I wanted to talk to him? Had you ever seen him in the Alembic before? That man is dangerous, Hulot. He's the prime suspect in this nasty murder business.
Should I know him? No. I do not know who it is. But he did not seem too keen on meeting you.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, Hulot, you were the last person to see Mallet before he disappeared the other night. You don't just run off like that for no reason. Believe me, Mallet has got something serious on his conscience. Maybe he's mixed up in this murder.
I will not say another word about Mallet, but I am sure of one thing. He is not a killer.
What do you know about my investigation, Albert?
Strangely, no one has said a word. Nobody cares, except your client, I imagine. The press has hardly mentioned it. Even the police have not really investigated with much conviction.
This murder has not hit the headlines. But you must know a bit more about it than you're letting on, Hulot. American tourists killed in their hotel room without so much as a clue? No papers, nothing? Have you got any leads?
All that I know comes from the papers, and that's all I want to know.
But that doesn't explain why Mallet ran off. There must be some reason. It can't be me, or he'd have run away as soon as I arrived.
Macpherson, leave Mallet alone. I saw his face when he ran out the back door. It was not guilt that made him run away. It was fear.
I don't mean to go on, but it was very strange of Mallet to run off like that. It really sets you thinking. In fact, I'm thinking about talking to the police about it. Him and his circle of friends.
The guy who ran off seemed much more guilty. Maybe it has something to do with politics. He had a foreign look about him, this chap with his mustache. Try finding him. As far as I am concerned, the matter is closed. Basta così.
I won't bother you any longer, Hulot. But make sure I can still reach you. I may need you sometime soon.
Goodbye, Macpherson. Be careful.
here? Locked, obviously. What else did I expect? Looks like there's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around.
MacPherson? Here again? You've got back your tit for life?
Look, I have a small problem. There's this lock I've mislaid the key to. Would you know of a way I could open it without damaging anything?
That and a few sticks of dynamite should set you up for that bank job, right? Seriously, Mac, why would I be carrying all that stuff? Do I look like a hardware store?
Come on, Ulo, don't be shy. Everyone knows that if somebody needs something, you're the man to ask. We've got contacts all over the place.
A little job. Do not worry, it is nothing risky. I know you are good at this kind of thing. This painting is a reproduction, and here is the real thing. Do you notice any differences?
I won't bother you any longer, Ulo. But make sure I can still reach you. I may need you sometime soon.
Goodbye, MacPherson. Be careful. McPherson, here again? You've got back your tit for life?
So there's the job done, quick as you like. Take your paintings back, Udo. I've finished. Better check in case I've missed out any details.
Hold on, McPherson. I see you've found mistakes where there are none. Do you take my artists for amateurs? McPherson, here again? You've got back your tit for life?
So there's the job done, quick as you like. Take your paintings back, Udo. I've finished. Better check in case I've missed out any details.
Hold on, McPherson. I see you've found mistakes where there are none. Do you take my artists for amateurs? McPherson, here again? You've got back your tit for life?
So there's the job done, quick as you like. Take your paintings back, Udo. I've finished. Better check in case I've missed out any details.
That is almost it, McPherson. McPherson, here again? You've got back your tit for life?
So there's the job done, quick as you like. Take your paintings back, Udo. I've finished. Better check in case I've missed out any details. I won't bother you any longer, Udo. But make sure I can still reach you. I may need you sometime soon.
Goodbye, McPherson. Be careful.
Locked, obviously. What else did I expect? Looks like there's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around. Locked, obviously. What else did I expect? Looks like there's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around. And me who found the studio tiny. Hoping that his break did not...
Here we go again.
And make sure you do not drop it, young man.
Don't worry about it, Mr. Petit.
Ow!
This is really heavy. Talk about starting a new job on the wrong foot.
Ow! Ow!
Just one more step.
Ooh.
And there we go. Whew.
It's a good thing I didn't have the Atlantic to cross. That's not the room I'm interested in. Anyway, the door's locked. Of course the door is locked. And the front desk clerk is hardly likely to open it for me. I must find a way to get in. Mrs. Loiseau?
It's the detective. Welcome to my home, Inquisitor.
Who told you I was a detective, madame?
I am a seer. I simply see things others do not.
If you're clairvoyant, you can tell me what went on in room 507.
The papers and the police are talking about it. But nobody knows the truth. Except me.
What did you tell the police, madam?
Everything I told the police came to pass. Have you read the report? What did they say about it? That I am mad, is that it?
A clairvoyant? Really? What luck. So am I.
I can feel the suffering radiating from you.
Have you been the victim of visions, madam? Rather like me? Visions of murder? The White's murder.
Young man, your instinct spoke to you. You are an artist, are you not?
I'm also an artist. Perhaps you'd like to buy one of my paintings.
Take this. They say Napoleon brought it back from his Egyptian campaign. It represents thought, the Egyptian god of arcane knowledge, the ibis of the Nile. It will help you on your quest. I shall be there to help you find the right path.
In all the time you've been staying at the Hotel Orphée, did you get to know Mr. Théo Mallet pretty well?
Malet's probably already gone to gamble his soul with the devil. All or nothing.
Does Mallet play some role in your visions? Is he mixed up in the murders?
Théo Mallet is anything but a killer, Mr. Macpherson. True evil does not reside inside him.
I will remember what you said. Who knows? One day I may even need your clairvoyance.
Should you have need of guidance, do not hesitate. Come back and see me.
That's not the room I'm interested in. Anyway, the door's locked. That's not the room I'm interested in. Anyway, the door's locked. That's not the room I'm interested in. Anyway, the door's locked. Of course the door is locked. And the front desk clerk is hardly likely to open it for me. I must find a way to get in. It's an engagement ring. How romantic. The engraving inside says, "To Faye with love." Who's Faye? Whew. Smells like ether, only stronger. And my head is spinning. Looks like black hair dye. Looks like black hair dye.
Come in.
Locked, obviously. What else did I expect? Looks like there's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around. Locked, obviously. What else did I expect? Looks like there's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around. Locked, obviously. What else did I expect? Looks like there's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around. No one here. Locked, obviously. What else did I expect? Looks like there's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around. A letter of appointment. Signed Grégoire d'Alpin.
But who are you? What do you want?
Gus McPherson, private detective. And who are you, madame?
Hortense Elouin, Jacques' mother. And now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
I'm looking for Elouin. I need to talk to him.
My son has disappeared. I don't know where he is. He's a good boy, you know. He would not hurt a fly.
Any idea where he may be hiding?
Hiding? I swear he's not here. Why would he hide? I've not seen him for several days. I have no idea where he is.
You're lying, Madame Elouin. Tell me where I can find your son. I mean him no harm. On the contrary, I need to talk to him.
You do not want to harm him. Can I trust you? Please understand, Elouin has not done anything. He's afraid, that's all. He's not hiding, but he needs help. My son is up there. Follow me. He's upstairs. Just go on up.
Right. Jacques Elouin, I'm arresting you for the murder of Regis and Ruby White.
I'm innocent. I may have led the murderer to the Eatons, but I did not kill them.
The Eatons? What are you talking about?
It's a long story, but this is what happened. It was after a rather tiresome case. A story of adultery that ended badly. The husband had hired me because his wife had supposedly run off with the money. She told quite another story, of course. I will spare you the details. I came home shattered. During my absence, a certain De Alpin had come by about some employees who had swindled him. I knew that De Alpin was a banker and that there would be plenty of money in it, but I was dead on my feet. So I told my mother to call him back and tell him to get lost. That's when she showed me the check. So, off I went again.
Those dirty kids, they roll around in the mud all day. And who scrubs? Old Muggins here. Who are you? Can't you see I'm not here? If it's for the poor, I gave at the office.
Lovely day, isn't it? Say, can you give me the Eaton's room number?
The Eatons? What do you want from the Eatons? Are you a friend of theirs? You don't look the sort they would associate with.
You're the janitor? My name is Jacques Elouin. I'm a friend of the family. They're not often in Paris, so I thought I would pay them a visit.
It really is too much. They spend a month here and wham! Suddenly all the Parisian riffraff turns up. Your Eatons are not here.
It's a shame they're not in. What time are they expected back? I really need to speak to them. What if I wait for them? Is that okay with you?
Wait for them? I've been waiting for 3 days now. They did not pay me for their room.
I'm sure we can figure something out for the room. Let me see it, and I'll pay the bill.
Are you trying to tell me how to do my janitor's job? Nobody's going up to that room while their belongings are still there. What kind of a pickle would I be in if they'd just gone away to the country for a week? These bloody rascals really want to drive me off the wall. I have a floor to scrub, so you with the mustache, clear off or I'll chuck you out on your ear. Little rascals, wait till I catch you. Hey, not my flowers, my beautiful flowers! Wait! They're going to see what I'm made of.
Strange. Yeah. Oh dear, what a mess. Mrs. Evelyn, you've got some cleaning to do. locked safe. They probably got the key with them.
You were not announced, sir. I wasn't expecting you. How can I help you?
Hello, Doctor. Jacques Eloin, private detective. Sorry, I am out of business cards. You'll have to take my word for it. That way we'll both be in the same boat.
A private eye. I am sure you are well aware I am not at liberty to discuss one of my patients. Doctor-patient confidentiality.
My work is somewhat like yours, Doctor. People pay me to ask questions. As it happens, you know certain answers that are essential to my investigation.
I imagine you are being well paid, Mr. Eloin. What exactly do you want?
I found your business card at the home of someone who's not so innocent.
I have no control over who has one of my calling cards, Mr. Eloin. The proof? You yourself have one. And yet, I never gave it to you.
According to what they say, you're not such strangers.
Excellent work, Mr. Eloin. You have discovered the link between myself, Gracie Eaton, and your employer, Grégoire d'Alpin. And you have done so, as he requested, by keeping his identity secret.
Are you the kind gentleman who introduced Gracie Eaton to the Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross?
Ah, the Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Ruby Cross. As a good detective, you are right to be curious. You have some questions on our Brotherhood, Mr. Elouin? You would like to know why Gracie Eaton was invited?
I'm delighted that I can count on your help, Doctor. I'm curious to hear your reasons for introducing Gracie Eaton to the Brotherhood.
Let's say Gracie Eaton thought she had the gift that was of interest to us. Gracie Eaton thought she was a medium, Mr. Elouin.
This is between us, Doctor. What attracted you to Gracie Eaton?
You have never met Gracie Eaton, Mr. Elouin. A fascinating person. Charming. Intimate. Like she has known you all her life. As though... And suddenly, she stops being the young princess. Her eyes change. She becomes monstrous. Sardonic. I have never come across such psychosis. I had to share this experience with the Brotherhood.
Gracie Eaton has a brother, Paul Eaton, doesn't she? What do you know about him?
Paul Eaton. I suspect he engineered the whole thing. He's the one who brought Gracie to my office when she had her first attack. Thereafter, he remained in the background.
I hate to be the one to tell you, but Gracie Eaton has taken you for a ride, Dr. Kaufner.
You confirm my doubts. She is indeed a smooth talker. Listen, old chap. If you want to know where the Eatons are hiding, you have come to the wrong place. Yes, I introduced Gracie Eaton to the companions. Yes, she knew d'Alpin. But as to how intimate they were, that is their business. All I can tell you is that if I knew where she and her brother were, you would not be here. So, do the job you are being paid to do, Mr. Elouin. Find the thieves, and let us get on with the rest. We each have our own role, do we not?
Well, if it's not my buddy Elouin, how is business going, Snoop?
So, Mimile, how's it going? Tell me, the police would not have anything on a certain Grégoire de Alpin, would they?
The Alpin is one of the biggest sharks around. A filthy rich banker, an old slightly eccentric Parisian. Have you gotten on his bad side?
Come on, Emile. I'm sure you know more about the Alpin that you're willing to tell me. You do not loaf around behind a counter for nothing.
The Alpin has plenty of connections, but no friends. That's what makes him so influential. He knows all the right people. He's basically untouchable.
Does the name Eatons mean anything to you? A woman and man, brother and sister, Americans?
Eaton. Let me think. No, I have nothing under that name. Are they dangerous?
Don't you worry about me, Emile. With that little greasy Eaton, it's in the bag. But I prefer to check out the company I wish to keep before involving myself. Get my drift?
Eloin, you must be the only bloke in Paris who uses police records to pick up girls. Listen, if I hear anything about a young single criminal, I'll let you know.
It's almost a privilege to investigate for him. Strange that de Alpin did not make use of his contacts to sort out his little problems.
Eloin, I will keep in touch. We are pals after all. Give my regards to your mother.
Goodbye, Emile. See you later.
That's right. Let honest folk work.
And the time he dressed up as an angel, and he did not have a string on his bow. Berenice.
Oh, sorry. Jacques Eloin. Perhaps you could help me.
Why not? Would you like a drink? Come on, don't be silly. I'm a modern girl. Come, have a seat. You've never been here. I would remember your face. I'm curious to know what brings you here.
Today must be my lucky day. In my job, I usually deal with punks, not cute dolls like you. I'm a detective. Do you happen to know a certain Paul Eaton?
The American? Paul Eaton? Yes, I know him. He's been filling our heads with his stories for the past month. He and the owner are mates.
Interesting story about Eaton. Is he on to something big? Did he give you any details? Mind you, with guys like him, you never know what to believe.
I'm fond of you, Snoop. You know how to go about things. I'm going to help you. Paul Eaton was in Paris for a contract. A scam that would make him rich. His wife was his accomplice. Then he got the jitters. He is hiding now. Hulot, the owner, definitely knows more. You'll have to see him about that. Only thing is, he's not too fond of private snoops.
What about Paul? Does he come here often? You know, if he starts bugging you, it would give me more reasons to nail him.
You know, Jacques, that Eaton smells like trouble. One day, he turns up from God knows where with his little British accent. After a few drink sessions with Hulot, the owner, he loses his accent. After that, he shows up here practically every day, more American than ever. Then wham! No more news.
The owner, Hulot, he's also your friend. Would you be kind enough to introduce us?
The owner's not here. He's just driven off. Actually, I think he had a rendezvous with Eaton.
That's a shame. I was really hoping to find him there. To be honest, I went to his place before coming to the Alambic and, like magic, they disappeared. So, I thought you might be able to help me.
We do not really know what Eaton is doing in Paris. In the beginning, he said he was with his sister, a student. After a few binges, his sister had become his wife, and they were both onto the scam of the century.
Damn it, this is too much. I'm always one step behind. This time, I'll catch them before they slip away again.
It is simple, Jacques. The owner went dashing off. He mentioned a restaurant, getting back late. How would I know?
A restaurant. How fitting. I was planning on inviting you. But a restaurant in Paris is like looking for a needle in the haystack. Any idea which one?
And why would I know? Eaton talked about going out to a chic restaurant with his wife. but he did not even know which one. It was Hulot who scribbled down the address before leaving.
Charming. Berenice, I can feel that, like me, you're dying to know where Paul Eaton and his wife are. What was Paul planning to do after his job? Any ideas?
The owner Hulot knows a thing or two. Paul only spoke English and he never mentioned any names. He could not have known much. It's not because you drink like a fish that you know more. It was his other half who pulled the strings.
Knight in shining armor left you alone in such a place. That's hardly wise.
I'm old enough to look after myself, but thanks for the thought.
Berenice, do you believe this bank heist story? Eaton must surely have been planning something. He could not have just given up like a complete idiot. It must be a diversion. It smacks of a wild goose chase.
Charming and smart, that PI. Only he has it wrong. It was not the banker's money the Eatons were after. It was a treasure he had hidden in his place. The woman took care of seducing him. Paul was there to pick the fruit when it was ripe. He was completely manipulated, that poor Paul.
That's all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you is always beyond suspicion.
Ciao, Snoop. Good luck.
Look, a notepad. The first page seems to have been ripped out in a hurry.
Hulot is implicated in this affair? But how?
Who knows? He's a fence, is he not?
I brought you a little snack.
Thank you. I'll just put it there. We'll help ourselves. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes, the restaurant.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Chez Alexandre. Do you have a reservation?
Tell me, buddy. Does the name Grégoire de Alpin ring any bells?
Mr. de Alpin is one of our most respectable clients. Unfortunately, he has not honored us with a visit for almost a week now. And he left no recommendation with regard to yourself. I'm sorry, sir. I cannot help you.
I'm here to see some friends. 2 Americans, a couple. The Eatons. I hope I haven't missed them.
I do not see any reservation under that name. Maybe they have reserved a table in another establishment.
Oh, come on, try a little. Another guy may have joined them. A certain Hulot.
You should have said so. Of course I remember them. They had quite a scene during the meal, arguing no stop. In the end, a man turned up and they all left in a car. But you're mistaken about the name. It was White, not Eaton. Of that, I'm sure.
I'm a private detective, hired by Grégoire de Alpin. I have to find them and quickly. I'm fed up of chasing after them. Any idea what it could be? Got an address.
Sir, this is not my job to spy on people. It would seem to be yours, though. All that matters to me is that they enjoyed their meal and paid their bill. Actually, they put it on their account at the Hotel Orphée. A French gentleman joined them, and they chatted for a while before leaving together. I do not know where they went. I hope this is of some help to you, because you seem to be completely lost.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Hotel Orphée. How may I help you?
White. I've come to see the Whites. Which room might I find them in?
We do not give out such information, sir. Not without the prior agreement of our clients.
Come on, pal. Be a sport. I can pay.
Sir, you shall obtain nothing from me with money.
I'll give you the goods on the whites. And you'll tell me if they stayed at the Orphe. Deal?
I have no interest in prying into the whites' lives. Hotel Orphe's guests have a right to privacy, sir.
Ha, I had you going there for a minute. The whites really are guests at your hotel.
Why, I never. I strongly advise you to leave this establishment before I call the authorities.
Hey, and while we're at it, any chance I can get their room number as well?
That is enough. I refuse to talk to you any further.
You're not the first guard dog I have encountered, but you're certainly the toughest. I'll let you think about it. Do not worry, though. I'll be back soon.
It is better that way, sir.
Okay, what do I do now? Now what?
If you want any leads about the whites, wait for me at the Nazi. I will give you some.
This case is really beginning to get on my nerves.
What can I get you, sir?
A bottle, please.
That will be 5 francs, sir.
All right. Thanks, and good day.
You're welcome, sir.
Sit down. What do you want with the whites?
You look like someone who might be able to slip me some info about the whites.
We will see. How much will you pay?
Do not worry, it's my client who pays.
Ah, someone who gets things quickly. We're going to get along just fine. Now, what do you want to know?
The whites. Do you know who I'm talking about? Well, they're a couple. What's Mrs. White like? Is she hot?
Yes, a tall guy and a beautiful dame, both of them Americans. They're definitely a couple. Slept in the same bed, bathed in the same tub.
How long have they been at the hotel?
They've only been in the hotel for 3 days. Since they never leave their room, it does not take much to figure out what they are up to in there. No, they have never set foot here before.
Have the whites had any visitors since their arrival?
Solitary types. If you ask me, they are not tourists. They hardly ever came out of their hole. They put everything on the hotel bill. Meals, clothes, alcohol. The room has been booked for a good month. The man went out a couple of times at night.
will you give me their room number? I'm gonna pay them a little visit.
Room 507, but you are out of luck. They are not there. Must have kissed and made up. The dame has dyed her hair red. Look, I've got other things to do, you know. It's not like your money is going to a life of leisure. You want to hire a private eye.
Mr. de Alpin, our birds have returned. Even so, I would like to take a quick look. Room 507. Just a quick look. That's when I saw the most amazing thing in my life. I do not know if it was the smoke that blurred my vision, but one thing is for sure. That creature was not trying to keep them warm. And the damn creature saw me. I have fought in the war, you know, but I've never seen the likes of that. When its eyes stared at me, I ran. Yes, I fled like a little kid. There must have been something in the air because I fainted right after that. I came around later, near the Alambic. That's where you saw me. Mom? Is that you?
Ah, no. Jacques Alouin, I'm arresting you for the double murder of the Whites.
Believe me, I'm not the culprit. Speak to my mother, she'll give you the proof.
Well, thank you for your help.
What?
Yes, I had you followed, and you led us straight to the culprit.
No. Something is off. I've been tricked like a sucker. But by who?